Yeah, I think Rookie of the Year was more luck than by design, but at the end of the day, you have to finish with a saying, and that's something Terence always taught me, is you have to finish first to be able to finish first. And winning the Rookie was one of those scenarios. We were 17 cars that were entering in the Rookie Challenge in 2018, and two of us had finished. And luckily, I was the fastest of the two, but we had a 15 just fall out, but they didn't have the persistence, and they made bigger mistakes than we did. We also made mistakes, but we were able to recover from those mistakes. And Dakar for me is, I've probably had my biggest personal growth by doing my first Dakar, because it takes you so far out of your comfort zone. And that's why I like hobbies, whatever they are, is to take you out of your comfort zone. I think comfort zone is the biggest threat to anybody, because you're getting used to your environment. You should always try and push the boundaries. So Dakar for me was a massive eye opener. I've never raced in that environment. I've never had so many variables to deal with. Not only was it long days, the setup is completely different. The navigation works differently. You're almost between 8 and 10 hours a day in the car with your navigator. Suddenly you're having a much more intimate relationship with this person next to you. If you get, he gets cross with me, I get cross with him. It's probably more a question. I get cross with him, and then he gets cross with me, and so you've got to manage that relationship. It's different, but it's like life. It's what it throws you. In Dakar, we had, one day we got stuck in one hole in a big dune, the top of the dune for 3 hours. Luckily we got out of it. We were able to continue racing. A couple of days later, we hit the ditch and we broke the upper control arm. That we lost massive amounts of time. And then this was like the day after rest. I thought our Dakar was almost over twice. My first Dakar. Once we got stuck, if we didn't got out that hole after 3 hours, we would have missed the cutoff. We would have been caught in the dunes in the dark, and that's impossible to drive in the dunes. Luckily, we got out there. Like I said, a couple of days later, we broke the upper control arm. We survived it. We could fix it. We could finish the day. So it's all about. So Gerard and I had this motto: race for tomorrow. We need to race today, but it's always about tomorrow. You always got to think about, if we don't finish today, there's no tomorrow. And like I said, I've had this massive personal development because Dakar it's so tough. 11 days. Then it was 10,000 kilometers. It's 12 days, but you've got one race day, so it's 11 racing days. Effectively, you have to cover 10,000 kilometers over 11 days. And the first day was a very small liaison and a small racing section. So you can almost say 11 or 10,000 kilometers over 10 days. It's 1,000 kilometers. It's a lot of stuff that go. You get gutful, you get frustrated, but you just got to persevere. And when you finally cross that finish line, you can almost not believe it's over. So yeah, I must say that it was really a surreal experience. So I think we've done two now, 2018 and 2020. 2020 was the first one in Saudi. 2018 was the second last one in South America. Now 2022 again is in Saudi again. If anything, I'm the most prepared for 2022 than I've ever been. Fitness, mentally, car preparation, team preparation and stuff like that. So yeah, really got big expectations of our 2022 Dakar. And for me at my level where we drive, the big lessons I've learned from the previous two Dakars that I've done is that at my level, it's 70% of how you drive and 30% the car you drive. Even if you give me a brand new Toyota Hennie's car, I wouldn't be able to go quicker. I know my limitations around my driving and my capabilities and stuff like that. Although we're a decent driver, we're not a professional. Professionals on a different level. So for our amateurs, so I compete. I'm saying the top 20 for me doesn't exist. So for me, if I finish 20th, in my mind, it will be a first place for me. So I'm ignoring the pros. So our strategy would be almost to drive slower, hoping to go faster, to take less risk, calculated risk, but really to tap off. It's 11 days. It's probably next year will probably be between 6,000 and 7,000 kilometers in total, of which about 4,000 would be racing kilometers. 4,000 is a lot of racing kilometers, a lot of stuff that can go wrong. And that's what happens to the top guys. They push, they need to be in front. They're there for the win, and we're going to take it. We're going to try to do 80%. I'm not saying trying, I always try to do 80%, and then we do 81%, which is the same as 100, But the strategy is more to take a calculated risk. We want to try and finish in the top between 20 and 30 every day. Hopefully then slowly move in the second half, move from 15th to 20th, you know, between 15 and 20 and 25. And the overall objective is to get a top 20 in 2022. You know, so that's a strategy. But the only way we're going to get there is if we are there on the finish line. That's priority number one, and then we'll see where we finish. But I think if we can get a top 20 every day, we will move up, you know, as the guys fall out.